Voices Radio.
We're here outside the one and only Voices Radio on what feels like the coldest day of the year, and we're going to be going to find the best record shops in London, and we're bringing you with us. So let's go. Okay, let's go see if my fave guy Andrea is working. He does not look at me to see us.
What do you think it is?
2, 3. Okay, so you work obviously at Honest Jons behind us. How long have you been working here for?
5-6 years.
And what do you love so much about working here?
I mean, I love the music, looking for records. The music is very super researched. Everything which is on those shelves is amazing.
So for my record collection, I told you before, but it's kind of growing, and my sort of sound that I like to play out is soulful house.
Yeah.
So do you have a record recommendation from Honest Jons that you think I should add to my collection?
First things that comes to mind is I'm Your Brother, the dub techno-ish side that I love, but it's a house track.
We're just doing a little quick stop. New Voices merch. I literally already struggle with that. Okay, so we're going to Love Vinyl next. Decided to speak to Jake, check out the shop. I have actually been there before. I've played there before. We're here at our next stop in the heart of East London. We're at Love Vinyl, specialising in funk, jazz, soul, house, and all the good stuff. Let's go inside and chat to Jake. So I'm now with Jake from Love Vinyl. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Nice to see you both.
Nice to see you too. So good to be in here. So when did Love Vinyl first open?
Okay, so we opened 2014. So just over 10 years ago. Our 10th anniversary was last summer.
Oh my gosh, congrats.
Thank you.
I actually did my first vinyl set in here, and I was super nervous to play records out for the first time. So this was where I played.
Okay, amazing.
And it was a good vibe.
Yeah, we have a lot of in-stores here, and you know, it's pretty small, but we've got a really nice sound system, and we can get a few people in, so it's quite cosy, but nice sound and kind of nice atmosphere and stuff.
And in terms of records, what sort of genres do you guys stock in here?
So, I mean, predominantly it's more on the sort of dance music kind of aspect, but we have everything. I think you have to stock everything now, so we've got a really healthy selection of like US house, UK house, disco, boogie, jazz, funk, soul, American albums, but then we've got like big rock section, classical music, reggae, soul, jazz, everything really.
All the best genres, basically.
Yeah, all corners covered really.
Do you have a sort of go-to record for a soulful house set that you'd recommend?
You know, a classic, probably something like Shauna Scoffrey, Days Like These, or Days Like This.
I've actually got that record.
Okay.
Great.
And yeah, I think it's the Spinner mix, probably. It's got to be 20 years old now. Love Masquerade, 280 West, that's a classic. I think we got a copy of that knocking around somewhere. Yeah, we got lots of that stuff here.
Amazing. We're going to have a little dig. Thank you so much, Jake.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
So we've just left Love Vinyl, on to our next spot. That was such a nice vibe over there. We made some mates, we got invited to a night out, and some potential breakfast show guests for me. And I think that one is the perfect place to go to bump into people, make friends. It's got a proper like community vibe in there. It's a Friday afternoon, and it was kind of busy in there. Everyone was like seeing each other, seeing people they knew, and kind of chatting about what they're up to, and it just had a really lovely, wholesome vibe. I'd definitely recommend that one for making mates, community vibes, good tunes. We love you, Love Vinyl. On to the next. So, where is it, Boward? 18-minute walk. We're off to see Tony Coke, the tallest, loveliest, Frenchest guy I've ever known. His show on Voices, he's a resident, is probably in my top 3 shows. We're at Rook Records with Julian and Nico. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
We're very well.
Thank you so much for having us in store. I've been in here for like 10 minutes and I've already bought 2 records. So Julian, when did the shop open?
It started trading in 2016, but that was online only until about 2 years ago. And then we've been open like this for about 18 months.
And what sort of genres do you guys stock here?
Kind of started with interest in soul and jazz and then all things related to kind of hip hop sampling, I guess. And now it's like African, Latin, house, disco. We stock some rock and psych and just all sorts, really.
Nico, talk to me about the record that you've encouraged me to buy.
So it's like in the collection of the Mr. Bongo 45s, which I thought would be a good addition for your set at Cafe 101 at the brunch one. So yeah, Mr. Bongo, they've been reissuing a lot of old Brazilian music, and it's a good way to have very expensive records for very little price.
And you guys also do events here. I've seen you have some like live streams that you do up the top there. Talk to me a bit about those.
So we do, we have a YouTube channel, which we launched in 2018, which was originally just me doing mixes of stuff that we stocked in the shop. And it's kind of grown into getting guest DJs. And then when we opened the shop, we were like, we should combine it with doing in-store events. So now we do maybe like one a month, or we try to do one a month, where we get DJs in, and it will normally coincide with like putting out a load of new records on the day and then getting DJs in, and it all goes up on our YouTube channel.
As you know, Nico, you actually taught me how to mix vinyl at Cafe 1001, and I've got kind of a small collection going, mostly soulful house stuff. But what advice would you guys give for sort of building your first collection and getting those first records for a set?
The way I did it, for example, is I try to focus on labels first. So like you feel like some labels, they've got their own sound with the artist. So I would start focusing on the label, then the artist. Don't go for the most expensive stuff directly. Try to look for the cheap stuff. Build your ear, build your collection, and when it gets to a point when you can play more and like get more records, I guess it makes sense to go for the highest price records.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. And then also, guys, I said at the start, my sort of sound when I play out is mostly soulful house stuff. So do you guys have a recommendation for me to add to my collection?
I do. I thought long and hard about this, and I'm going to go Days Like This, Shauna Scoffrey, and it's the DJ.
That's the same. Jake from Love Vinyl said the exact same record. I love that. Good taste.
It's like the epitome of soulful house record. It's like.
And I actually have that one.
You do? Oh, there you go. So.
I'm doing the right thing. My collection's going good. And Nico, what about you?
Actually, I thought about this, and the one you picked up, anything with Nathan Aid on it, for me is always a sure shot for to play out and to get. So every time I see his name, I just pick it out.
Thank you guys so much for coming to your store. It's been so lovely. We're going to have a look around, and yeah, catch you soon. Okay, so we've just been to Rook Records. We saw Nico and Julian. They were so nice. I got 2 records, which I'm very happy with. So we're going to our last stop, Jelly Records.
Not our last stop.
Oh, it's not our last stop. Our penultimate spot.
Good save.
Good save. We're here at our penultimate stop, Jelly Records. We're going to head inside and have a chat with Kev and find out all about his shop. So we're with Kev from Jelly Records. How are you doing?
Good, yeah.
Thank you so much for having us in the store. I was saying your store is so organised. It's like colour-coded. It looks so neat and tidy. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I try and make it like nice and
It's very
easy.
aesthetically pleasing in here. I love it. So when did you set this place up?
So I've been in this spot for like 5 years, a bit longer now. I was down in the basement over
down there.
for the majority, and I've moved upstairs. It'll be about 5 months ago now.
A bit lighter up here, maybe.
A little
Yeah, yeah. And what sort of genres do you stock here?
It's across the board, really. So I mean, it's second-hand records, so it's kind of whatever I can find. But we are probably particularly strong on like electronic music, African records, soul, reggae, things like that.
All the good stuff. And where do you source your records from?
All over the place. Some come from sort of the local community, other DJs, other dealers. It's lots of different places, really.
Nice. And do you DJ yourself?
A little bit here and there.
I saw you've got a Nettle radio show.
Yeah, other stations.
What sort of stuff do you play in your show?
It's a lot of things I find through the shop, to be honest. It kind of varies month to month.
That's kind of unfair on all the other shows because you can choose from this.
Sort of, yeah. But it's a lot of like, I don't know, dub, electronic stuff.
Amazing.
Weird African records.
Cool.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for having us in store. It's
all
a
right.
beautiful shop and yeah, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
So we've done Honest Jons, we've done Love Vinyl, we've done Rook Records, and we've just done Jelly Records. So Poppy, I think it's time we go for a pint to Next Door Records too.
I wanna get down. Colors make the world go round. 'Cause I'm a woman. 'Cause I'm a woman.